Hello, everybody. I am Kaustav Bhattacharjee, a PhD candidate from New Jersey Institute of Technology. My today's talk is titled, Look Before You Link, Privacy Risk Inspection of Open Data through a Visual Analytic Workflow. So now let's dive straight into the problem. So open data, even after anonymization, are vulnerable to disclosure risks. For example, when we join these two datasets, when we join these two datasets, one traffic stop and search dataset and another police citation dataset, based on some common attributes like age, race, gender, and others, we found that this person who was stopped at 2 a.m. was later cited for possession of narcotics just 5 minutes later. So this can be an example of identity disclosure. So what did we do about this? So first, we conducted a rate teaming exercise and reported some of the examples which we found. And then we developed a visual analytic workflow called PV in order to find more search disclosures. So this is the visual analytic workflow. So here we first take input from the open data ecosystem, and using weighted clustering, we create different joinable groups of datasets. But even if a small group of maybe 7 datasets, there can be around 7C2, that's 28 possible pairwise dataset combination. That's why we rank all those combinations based on the risk, so that you can focus on the high-risk pair and evaluate disclosure at the record level. Now let me show this through an example of the interface.
This is the default landing page for PV. Here you can filter the dataset by the tags, the granularity, the data portals, and you can also select the different privacy attributes. So if you use the default filters and click on the search button, it shows the cluster of datasets on the left-hand side along with the explanation for the formation of these clusters. If you select all the datasets from this cluster, Preview will load all the possible pairwise combinations of datasets on the right-hand side. These dataset pairs are sorted based on the risk code, and if a data defender selects this dataset pair, then Preview automatically suggests some of the joining attributes. And if we join this dataset pair based on these attributes, then we can explore the common records through this visualization. If we enable the vulnerable record switch, we can see that there is only one record from the age 73 to 87 to the race white. On inspecting further details, we can observe that this is the record for a 76-year-old white female who was arrested on this date for larceny at the neighborhood dunes and the petrol zone 110. We also have the exact GPS coordinates for this incident. Thus, it becomes easier to pinpoint an individual from this record. We can argue that this is a step towards identity disclosure.
So as a future work or like work in progress, we plan to explore joinability beyond a pair of datasets. Then we are trying to increase the number of datasets which we have, and obviously we need to increase our computational resources. Then we are also planning to understand the privacy risks from a data subject perspective, and finally we are planning to evaluate the impact of PV with data custodians and cyber defenders. So if you are interested in collaborating with us, you can take a look at the 2 papers which were published for this work. One was at last year's USENIX, and the other one was at this year's USENIX Symposium. So that's all from my side. Thank you.